This video is going to be about paring knives. So as you can see, I have several of my paring knives on a block here. The deceiving factor in this shot is that you do not use a paring knife on a cutting surface. Paring knives are typically held in the hand and used to peel or make fine cuts in an item. They are not ever used to slice on a cutting board, and not doing so will help keep them sharper longer. You get a few different models here. They all basically serve the same purpose. You can see this one here is called a bird's beak paring knife. The blade is on the inside of the curve. You literally can't use it on the board because you're not touching the board with any of the blade. It's specifically to be held in the hand to peel or make intricate cuts on a small item. So we have an apple. So essentially the technique is put your thumb at the bottom, knife at the top in your fingers, and very carefully and slowly you just pare off the skin like so. Now this knife is round because we have a round fruit. It sort of fits the profile. But a regular paring knife typically works just as well. It's kind of an oddball thing. This one's a little bit more expensive. It's a Zwilling J.A. Henckels full forged blade, and you know, it does exactly the same thing. Not really any difference. One thing to note about these paring knives is that none of them have a serrated edge. They are all straight, smooth bladed knives. This is on purpose. If you have a serrated paring knife, you should throw it away now. The idea behind a paring knife is to make precision thin slices. So if your blade isn't extremely sharp and smooth like this, it's just going to hang up in the food. Serrated knives are kind of a cheap and easy way to make a knife seem sharp that's actually pretty dull. And it's really hard to resharpen a serrated knife. So especially in a paring knife where you're sort of cutting towards your fingers, which is against most of the rules of knives, you should always have a very sharp, very smooth, non-serrated blade. And the fact that it's very sharp is actually beneficial. If it was dull and you were trying to go through your skin, you'd have to pull really hard with your fingers toward your own thumb, which doesn't make a lot of sense. A very sharp knife will just slide easily and you don't have to push very hard at all. And that's going to save your fingers in the long run. Let me just reiterate one more time that slicing onto a cutting board with a paring knife is incorrect. Please don't do it.